General, what did you think or feel when that allegation was made, and do you accept General Mkhwanazi's apology?
Chairperson, I was told yesterday evening that everybody wants to pay Khumalo because they say former Minister Cele he loves Khumalo and defends him. Honorable member, one police officer I like is Mkhwanazi. Not because he's Mkhwanazi, not because he's beautiful or what, no. Because he knows his work. But Mkhwanazi is a human being like me and you. He's got his faults. I think one problem that has happened about Mkhwanazi is the South African society that have sang him hallelujah. And as a human being, you would love to float in the clouds of popularity. And out of that, you begin to make mistakes. I've said to you, some of the things, Mkhwanazi is a tough nut as a human being because that's how we train. I've sat down with him. Mkhwanazi had said to me, I'm sorry, Minister. I don't think that many people can find that from Mkhwanazi. But that does not make him a holy person. And I believe that the mistakes he made are genuine mistakes. What do you want me to say about him, to do to him, I would not. I believe. I have not seen him. I am planning to see him. But as I'm sitting here, I believe that he made a genuine mistake. And then if you make a mistake, and I believe it's a mistake, yes, you need to be pardoned. But I have not arrived there. But I have arrived in the understanding that he made a genuine mistake. I hope it's not philosophical.
No, it's not. It's not, Minister. It's just that I suppose operating in the environment that you do as police, there's added responsibility, you know, on some of these things which are then made public. But thank you very much, Minister.
Thanks.
I have no further questions, Chairperson, and I'm 20 minutes early. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Sangon. Thank you so much. Honorable members, the Chief Whip and Honorable Breitenbach have agreed to swap their positions. So we are going to take Honorable Breitenbach. And Honorable Breitenbach, your time starts now and ends at 1 o'clock. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And good morning again. Oh, it's afternoon. Good afternoon, General.
Afternoon, honorable member.
So, Mr. Cele, you're very good at this. I mean, this isn't the first time I've seen you in action. And you're very good at this. You sit there with a lot of confidence. You speak your mind, which is not a bad quality. And you're knowledgeable, so you do very well at this kind of thing. But this morning you were quick to retract the fact that you'd said that you knew Matlala very well. You were quick to say, perhaps not very well. So I'd like to explore with you why you initially said very well, because you're a seasoned campaigner, you're no child. You've been around the block, and you're an experienced human being as well as an experienced in the security cluster. So why would you have said, I know him very well, when now you say you don't know him so very well?
Well, in reflection, honorable member, is that it could not be that a person that you know 3-4 months, you'd know that person very well. there are quite few things that can make you know you very well. Firstly, is time. That makes you very well. Secondly, is my extra association with you. For instance, knowing your family, knowing where you live, knowing how you live, taking drinks together and all that, how if you have taken the drink, you behave and all that kind of thing. If it's only I've met you in a form of a semi-work, maybe meeting, maybe in a hotel, maybe in the particular room, then it cannot be very well. So it's on reflection and on, again, tapping on the understanding that human beings do make mistakes. But the real matter is that when you realize that that has happened, is to say, yes, I made a mistake, very well is a mistake.
Fair enough. Human beings do make mistakes. But I find it a little hard to believe that when you met him, as you say, for the first time in December, that prior to that you didn't know about him. Did you know about him without having met him?
I did explain that it would take about 2 weeks that I've known when I read the story about Tembisa and him getting the contract of the police. Before that, I didn't know him.
Nothing at all?
Zero.
Never heard of him?
Zero.
Okay. So would it surprise you to know that he has quite a record, a criminal record? Well, not necessarily a criminal record, but a history of brushing with the police, and not in the positive sense.
With all the evidence I have read, it's about a number 18 with withdrawals, with acquittals and all that. I've seen, and that's why at one statement that I've made that I wonder how he flew below the radar for me when it comes to that situation.
Yes, well, I'm wondering the same thing. Do you have an explanation?
The crux of the matter that I didn't know about him. But honorable member, maybe again without being arrogant, we'll know about many things, but there are many things that we wouldn't know about it. One person that I didn't know about it, but seems to be big in the crime world is Mlife himself. He looks big when you hear who he is. He has been in London with a fraudulent documents, arrested in London. You must be big to be arrested in London for South Africa. But I didn't know anything about him too.
Okay. And having read about Matlala's involvement at the Tembisa Hospital tender, and knowing what we know about the facts surrounding Tembisa Hospital, and you still felt comfortable staying in his flat?
You mean then or after I've had that information?
After you read it?
No, definitely. The ideas and behavior that I had then is different. Is definitely different from my attitude and my behavior towards him now.
Okay, so would you go and stay in one of his properties now?
No.
No. Okay. So he's not your friend, Finish and Klaar?
He has never been a friend.
Oh, okay. Now, you said at the beginning of your evidence that Richard Mdluli was suspended by you. Why did you suspend him?
I can't remember whether it was charged or was being investigated for the case of murder somewhere. Was it West or East Rand?
Kempton Park.
Yeah.
Oupa
But
Ramagribe.
there was an issue about him. I think he was charged by then, and then you could not then have a head of crime intelligence charged and still running the crime intelligence. He had to be suspended.
Okay. Miraculously, those charges were withdrawn.
Honorable member, I really don't know. You know, police have been suffering. Police have been suffering because your world prosecution, you have been doing things and flying below the radar. I think the latest suspension, if in your world, in Gauteng, is a big one.
Yes.
Is a big one.
Oh, yes, certainly. Rather late than never.
And it's not new. And it's not new. The information that is suspended about and all the kind of stuff. So you sit here, since I've been in this environment, you sit here that police, you have done the good job. I wonder what happens to the next segment. You see here in Western Cape, police were very frustrated about Tembe matter. They believe that they had a case. They were told more than many times to go dot the I's and cross the T's. They did that more than many times. And they went back and somebody said, you go and do this. So whoever was doing that today, they believe that there was a protection of somebody by the prosecution. So you sit there and the police, they come back and cry. It is underscored that one time I met the Minister of Justice and DPP. I met them. And I said, that's what police are saying. One thing they say they arrest people, special cash house people. And the IO meets these people on the road and say, hello. I say, but you were in prison. He said, no, I'm out of the... I say, what happened? They say, if you look how cash house people get bails, they get bails on the small courts most of the time, if you follow their record. What happens, they go to the main court, it's opposed and all that, you lose, you fail the bail, you are arrested. But prosecutors and the lawyers for these guys, they started together. So what they do, they move it from the main court where they did not get the bail and go to some court in some corner and don't call the IO, and it goes there unopposed and they get the bail. So it's a whole system that is giving us problem. So you say, how did I feel? Sometimes you feel numb because you know it might happen.
Yes, I don't deny that the whole system is broken. Mr. Cele, I agree with you. That there are problems in all the departments, the police, the NPA, justice, correctional services, that we really do need to overhaul them all from the bottom up. And as you say, it's going to take a lot of money and a lot of will. But really the matter was then withdrawn against him by some miracle, which was later sent for an inquest.
And send you home.
I forget where it was. And we all know that an inquest is a very watered down version of a matter. And then when it came back with a recommendation that it be prosecuted, somehow again, miraculously, the murder charge disappeared. And he was convicted of eventually, I think, kidnapping and assault. Now, you and I both know that if you can prove assault, you can prove murder. If you assault someone and he dies, you can prove murder.
Yes.
But he got convicted of assault. And Opera Mkhibe is dead today with no justice.
And the real story we know was murder.
Yeah. But let's leave that there. Do you think that it's a mere coincidence that more than 12, probably around 18 cases have been withdrawn against Mr. Matlala over the years?
Knowing him now, absolutely, I don't believe that is coincidence.
So there's something rotten with the system.
Now, knowing who Matlala himself is and the power of money that he commands.
Well, the power of money that he commands impressed you because you went to stay in his fancy flat for free.
No, I was impressed by the accommodation. I didn't know at the time that he has so much money.
Well, that kind of accommodation, you and I both know, doesn't come cheap.
I agree.
Do you regret having this relationship with Mr. Matlala, or this acquaintanceship, or whatever you want to call it?
I think somebody heard me yesterday, though I said that, why did I meet him? I'm sure life would have been much easier if I did not meet him. So you sit here, you reflect, and you say, it could have been better having not met him.
Hindsight is the perfect sight, we know this. You're still peripherally involved with the police, as you should be. As you said, it would be irresponsible to not be.